40 is the number they have to at least have. They landed right on 40. I wish it would have been 60. And I go so far as to say if it was 60, this team would have been 6 games better, 7 games better, and potentially fighting for a 1 seed.
There were a lot of ups and downs, the solar coaster as we have deemed it, but I have some questions and I want us to kind of just like dive into the season before we jump ahead to the postseason a little bit. Obviously, injuries were a huge storyline in this one. Between the big three, they missed 50 games. Beal missed 29, Book missed 14, KD missed 7. They ended up playing 40 games together. So the first question is that enough?
Yes.
Okay.
It should be more than enough. If you can't get it together after 40 games, then there's something going on behind the scenes. College teams don't even get 40 games to try and make their shit work, and they get transfers all the time. Like, professionals should be able to figure it out after 40 games. I thought 8 was enough, to be honest with you. I never bought the whole they need more time for chemistry bullshit. I still don't.
Yeah, I mean, 40 is a number I said on this very show. We did a show, and I said the 40 is the number they have to at least have. They landed right on 40. I wish it would have been 60. And I go so far as to say if it was 60, this team would have been 6 games better, 7 games better, and potentially fighting for a 1 seed. So it was a crazy year, but overall, I think 40 is enough.
I think it's how the 40 played out, right? Because it's I don't think it's about the number in totality. It's when you're playing a majority of those games together. And they've played a majority of those games together in the second half of the season, leading into the playoffs. So you can get rhythm going into that, right? Because we saw it even last year. It wasn't that KD and Book couldn't figure out how to play together, but with KD's injury, pushing that time where they finally got to get on the court together, that can impact it. So the way it played out with most of those injuries happening early in the season, I think this is, if you were going to have to only play 40, this is exactly the way you would want it to have gone. So,
it feels like it's been like 10 years since we were talking about when are we going to see the big three, right?
Yes.
It feels like that was not even this year.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know what's happened.
Because the season felt really long.
It did feel very long.
It felt like up until a month ago that it was just dragging, and then the last month just flew